Well, hello, everyone. Well, actually, there are a couple of people. That's nice. That's nice. Dan, what can I say? What can I say, Dan? Except, wow, the mic quality certainly has helped. By the way, let me know if I don't think I'm peaking here. No, I'm right in the yellow. That's good, right? Let me know if I'm coming in too loud or if music's a little weird. I do have a new audio setup. I have done a video with the recording, but I'm way more in control of that. For live, it's a little bit more loosey-goosey, so. Great. Good to hear it, Dan. And I take your word as law in the audio realm. I am not much of an audiophile myself. Much of my video editing and audio editing skills are all self-taught, and I actually prefer it that way because I learn it better generally. Anyone can watch a YouTube video and figure out something, but I like getting a good comprehension. So thank you to those who do care about audio quality and have been bearing with me over time. Well, so let's see. We had El Criso saying morning news. Would love to know what time zone that is. That's got to be boy, what's morning? That's got to be like Australia? Oh, am I going to get some Australian people? I feel so bad. Anyway, hello, El Criso. Of course, Dan. Welcome, of course. Lax, good to see you. Psychotronic. Cassia, you're just great. Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you're watching this live and it's morning for you, I'm like, I don't know what time zone that is, because it's evening here. It's early evening. I'm East Coast, U.S. I did do I did look at the community poll that I put up like a couple hours ago. I did want some feedback on what people wanted to do today on a little surprise stream. Most people wanted a changelog review. This is not like my full in-depth stuff, but we'll go through it and touch on a couple things. I am in-game currently. If anyone wants to be near me, I will be doing some fishing. I'll have that up in the upper right, but actually let me get to that scene. Okay, I can do that by 3 dB. Did I do it? Oh, yeah. Tell me if that's too loud. I'm peaking a little. I'm going to bring it back a little. Okay, there we go. Also, another thing I've noticed about streamers, or when I stream, is that the longer I stream, the more my voice gets tired and I get tired. So sometimes I start getting more quiet. So, now it's loud. Okay. I see Psychotronic saying I'm loud. I'm sorry. I just turned it down, though. Okay, good. It's hard to because I have music playing. All right. Sorry, let me get to the first scene. Also, this is where I'm fishing. I'm on the dock. I'm stealth right now. Over here. The fishing dock. Probably top 3 fishing spot in the game, and also one of my favorite. But that's we're not jumping into that yet. We're jumping into this. Because I wanted to do that. Hold on, let me get the music up. Also, I want to play something a little different. I have the FTL soundtrack going. If anyone has ever played FTL, it is a game near and dear to my heart. It's a good one. It's like a roguelike spaceship adventure. Every track in the game is an absolute bop too. So, all right. So, let me get that. Let's take a look at the changelog, because this dropped yesterday, and there's some important things we have to touch on. Now, of course, right out of the gate, and I'm pretty sure it's no surprise to anyone that the first thing I'm probably going to be covering, sorry, it's a little, let me know if the music's too loud. It's a little loud for me. but I have control over my own volume. There it is. So biggest news story yesterday was how the rollout of the Goblin brainwashing devices went. If you were not awake when it was happening, most are aware, at least now, that initially, when you went to go buy the new saves, like your third and your fourth, actually I can show this. Let me go over here. This will actually be more illustrative of what I'm talking about. So when you went to go buy your third and fourth, right after the reset, it cost 100 and 200 as advertised. However, when you went to go buy them, rather than costing you that gold, it gave you that gold. And let me tell you, that was interesting. I, being a bit of a miser and really enjoying the gold making aspect of the game, I'm like, oh, free gold? Why not? I have 3 characters that have Goblin brainwashing device. I logged onto all of them, and I grabbed my 300 gold and then logged off because I knew the team was probably just going to roll it back, right? I mean, when you see a mistake that's big, the team has to roll it back. So then came in the first reset, the server reset to fix the whole debacle here. And when I came back on, I still had all of my gold. So that meant over 3 characters, I gained 900 gold. And man, there was like an hour where I felt like the Monopoly man. I'm like, man, I got one over on the GMs. Like, they all know it. They can't do anything about it. And let me be perfectly honest. I talked to Acalix. Definitely was in support of them noticing it and fixing it. And within 5 minutes, Acalix already knew and said they were going to roll back the server. So I didn't really think there was any harm. Really, truly, if in a vacuum, like if I didn't have other people I was talking to, I would have mentioned it, So I was waiting for the rollback after they fixed it, right? Just like anyone else would. And like I said, for an hour, I'm like, wait, there's no rollback. It's not happening. It's not going to happen. I'm going to get 900 gold. And then the announcements came. And let me tell you about those announcements. Those announcements were people in the ZG I was in going, hey, how come I have no gold? That's right. The GM team came in and just took gold from people that purchased it, which they totally can. And that's perfectly fair. And now I realize, I think I got scammed. Because in that initial moment, I'm like, free gold, why not take it? Now I have all the specialization saves open on all 3 of my characters. And guess what? I don't need them on all. I really don't. So now I'm down 900 gold when I probably should only be down like maybe 300. So that was yesterday. That was interesting. Sorry, I'm just checking back on chat. Is sound still doing okay, guys? We'll jump into the changelog, but I had to mention that story. I don't know if that happened to anyone else yesterday. Hello, Schlendrian. Good to see you. Got it. Dropping music a little. Okay. I do want it to be a little audible, but not too much. We doing better there? Maybe I nuked it too hard. Man, this audio balance thing is hard. I would like to monitor audio sometimes, but it's difficult to know when I've gone too hard. Like, they have like a sound monitor as part of Streamlabs, but it's not the best. Okay, great, great. Sorry if it was too loud, guys. All right, so I am not specifically fishing right now, but I do want to get to the changelog, as I said before. All right, so let's take a gander. A lot of these things I'll skip over. Some of them I don't know about. And I have the Turtle Wild database up right here. So let's, like this first one, the Lion Horn of Stormwind. I can also take you guys sort of, show you a little bit behind the scenes, essentially, of how I do changelog roundups. If you're interested. Sorry, I'm realizing if the mic's going to pick up more when I go for a drink, you're going to notice it a lot more too. So that was the Lion Horn of Stormwind. Lion Horn of Stormwind. Okay, so the note says fixed missing effects on Lion Horn of Stormwind. It doesn't look like there's a lot of story there. It looks like probably someone made an error report saying, hey, something about this isn't working. We see here, when struck in combat, has a 2% chance of increasing all party members' attack and casting speed by 5% for 30 seconds. That's pretty good. I could see that being useful in some raid scenarios. I don't know how you would test for this, but I'm assuming maybe it just wasn't happening. Hard to say. Sentinel Glentia was not offering quests to players. I don't know who that is. Also, if anyone recognizes anything that I don't know, do let me know. Corrected the pyre count for Reventusk Daily. So the counterpart for this for Alliance, for people who don't know, is the elf area where you have to pick the poppies. That's like your super easy daily. This is the one for Horde. It's the really easy daily. Lowest level toons can do it. You walk into a tomb and you click on a couple pyres. I'm not sure why the count mattered much. It's super quick. Even if they made it like twice as many, it's like the difference between like it taking 5 minutes or 6 minutes. So, although I haven't done it in a minute, so maybe someone can tell me why that happened, but doesn't seem that impactful. Remove disenchant ID from equipment sold at the Desolus Centaur Tribe reputation vendors. Now, this is an interesting one. So if I go to enchant bracers, so this is how I would find it. Oh, or is it enchant wrists? Or is it formula? No, I think it's enchant, right? Enchant bracer? Oh, if you can hear my cat, say hello. Mandalore. I did just feed him. I fed him before stream. Little scamp. All right. Enchant bracer spell power. This comes from the one of the Centaur reps, right? So I can click on her to see what she sells. So we have some items here. I'm not sure why they would have removed their disenchanting. Maybe the other one might have been exploitable? Oh, Schlendrian, glad to hear, by the way. So as far as I'm concerned, this remove disenchant IDs from equipment sold. I wonder what that means. Enchant IDs. So if I look at this, yeah, I'm honestly not sure. Maybe they treat them like the ZG tokens now. Like you can get them, but I don't think you can disenchant them. So, oh, Cassio. I will definitely answer that question because it's something I've considered quite a bit. Cassio asks, between Stone Scale and Plague Bloom price increases being a physical DPS is an expensive time. Any thoughts about expanding the SNV to track additional herbing goods? So, simply put, I am definitely interested. I'm sort of in a limbo right now with Market Watch and how I track data. Basically, what I do right now is I go to wowauctions.net, I cut and paste all the data values into a spreadsheet. It's manual and it takes a lot of time. So I try to limit what is on the herbs that I track. At this point, I think there is more value in keeping what I am following for the time being. And the reason I say I'm in limbo is because I have a friend, Kenny, who is a coder, worked for a nearby... no, that might dox myself. Gotta be careful. He's very good with Linux, I'll say. Nevertheless, of course, he's as a friend of mine, he offered to use the WoW Auctions API, which Doga made available to me, to write a script that could strip all the data out and make it much more make it less labor intensive for me. So when I say I'm in limbo, it's because I don't want to start a new data collection. I don't want to start collecting on a new data point until I have more of that other infrastructure in place. That being said, yes, Plague Bloom is definitely something that... Hold on, let me just... WoW Auctions. We can take a little look-see. Take a little look-see over here. Let's see how... So server, Turtle WoW, Northern R, Merged Auction House. We'll take a look at Plague Bloom. Now, I don't have very old data on this. Looks like it's hovering between 1.5 and it's starting to climb towards 2 gold a pop. And that is a lot. That is a lot. Partially because the only zones you can get it in, I'm pretty sure this can be confirmed here. Plague Bloom, maybe not. Maybe I have to do it on the DB. Gathered from... Okay, that's not as helpful. All right, that's not as helpful. Actually, you know what is helpful? Let's go over to... I'll show everyone a nice little functionality. If you have PF Quest... I think you guys can see my... No, you can't see my input. But I want you to know that I'm putting /db space Plague Bloom. And this brings up the PF Quest little menu. If you don't know about this, this is a very powerful utility. So I've entered Plague Bloom. It shows 3 objects, 1 item. So the item is the thing itself. And looted from. So the sword is what you can get from killing a creature that has it. And then this is where you looted from. Right? Obviously, a Plague Bloom node is what you get it from. And these are the objects. And it looks so... Let's go here. So we're going to loot from. Now it's going to automatically populate a map. And this map shows... Sorry, let's get that. Move that a little bit out of the way of the chat. So you can see here, we have a bunch of nodes, right? All over Plaguewood. Now that's nothing crazy. But if we we'll look here, I mean, you can get it from Can you get it from Western? Yep, there's Plague Bloom in Western. A lot at the farmsteads. The only other spot that I know of is Fellwood. There's a couple nodes here. There is none in Hydel. Ooh, nope. These are for quests I have. I can clear those, but see, these are all, none of these are herbs. So there's only 3 zones to get it in, which does make it more limited in supply. And unlike Dreamfoil or Grom's Blood, which are usually have very high demand, there aren't any instances that I know of where you can get Plague Bloom. So that does make the supply side shorter. Now, there are other herbs like Mountain Silver Sage that check off all those boxes, but Mountain Silver Sage is now needed in less things because of the recipe changes. So Mountain Silver Sage, the prices on that are more reasonable than Plague Bloom. Mountain Silver Sage, well, I say that, but no. These are yeah. So they're going for about 90-ish, maybe a little more. So it's not terrible. It's not good. But so anyway, all that's to answer Cassio's question about, am I interested in covering it? Yes. I don't. I also wouldn't be sure how to weigh it. If anyone remembers, the S&V is actually a weighted index, so not everything is just simply 1-to-1 on the old index. I think things like Black Lotus, Cured Ragged Hides, and Mooncloth, I think are 1-to-1 as far as how they average out. But things like Stone Scale, they're weighted to be worth more. And I just do that to try to make each profession kind of have like its own share, essentially. It's completely arbitrary, just like everything is with indexes, but I digress. It's something I'm looking at. I'm not ready to pull the trigger. Either way, though, Cassio, I would have to gather a lot of data first before I could start that endeavor. I think when I added Stone Scale Eel, I waited until I had a month of data before I added Stone Scale Eel to the SNV. It might have been 2 months. Part of that is also testing stability, because I want something that's relatively stable. Otherwise, it really throws off the index. But, we all saw what happened with Arcane Crystals. But I digress. Sorry. So, Jordan Conrad, new to Turtle. Your videos are fantastic and super great for the community. Thank you, Jordan. That's very sweet of you. Oh, yeah. I always forget to plug myself. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe. I have the only monetization. I think there's commercials on this. There's like something I clicked on for monetization. I think that's for people who watch the VODs. I'm not sure. But the only thing I try to monetize on this stream is super chats. So if you give a super chat, the reward today is I will read whatever you put in a super chat in an orc voice within reason. Because I don't want to say anything super rude, and I don't want to use the orc voice for too long. My poor throat. So, just after that, Psychotronic asks, why did Torta leave the Discord? I did talk a little bit in the main Discord about this. So, why is essentially what Aclix has told me and what I have heard directly from Torta there's like another, it's not Slack and it's not Discord. There's like another utility that I'm using to communicate with the radio team. I'm not even going to say the name of the program out of respect for how privacy conscious Torta and upper management are. They have good reason for that. big game companies like Blizzard have histories of doing things like sending Pinkertons to people's houses and bullying them into doing things. So, fair enough. So largely, as I understand it, it's a privacy concern and a security concern. And this is me reading a little bit between the lines. So this isn't like a direct quote or anything. But my gut instinct tells me a lot of upper management get very exhausted looking at and seeing a lot of the entitlement, I would probably say, from players. The toxicity isn't a new phenomenon for them. Perhaps the volume is. So my gut instinct is also part of that is maybe sanity. Because keeping together a project that's grown like this has requires a lot of self-care and a lot of mental fortitude. So hopefully that answers your question, Psychotronic. Our main point of contact for management is our community managers, people like Akalix. I think Salas and Pepe are still around to answer those questions. And of course, yours truly, Vrograg Fishlayer. I serve the people. All right. I see Dan remarking about the Plague Bloom. Yeah, I know. Yes, Cassio, that is my hope as well. I think Plague Bloom specifically is one that could use more nodes, more availability. Where's NG index? JK, okay. Dan, I do want to say one thing about that. That is actually one thing that, my original design for the SNV was actually to have every single profession represented in some way. Even the gathering. Now, the gathering is kind of easy, right? It's mining, herbalism. But even the secondaries, you know, some of them aren't as good to track. Like first aid's a little weird. Tailoring is a little weird. Remember, skinning is not the same as leatherworking. So technically, cured ragged hide is a leatherworking good, not a skinning good. So that's something to remember when considering if I have any representation in skinning. Because skinning has some interesting ones, like all the different dragon scales, including... there's one, the Devil Sore. Devil Sore is another important one, too. That's an interesting one to track. That's definitely on my list. And I think engineering has some interesting ones that could be tracked. I think the obvious one would probably be something like Goblin... what are those called? Goblin Sappers would be a very... an ideal one to look at. Maybe some of those Transformers or something would be good. But that's... I have considered it. It's something definitely for down the road when my data collection's a little bit more seamless. Oh, hello, Nick. I'm sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Transformers, you mean the... No, I actually mean the Transformers, Dan, because, sorry, I realize there's two Dans now. Daniel Hudson, the one I'm answering. The Transformers are used for, like, a lot of other larger materials or projects. So Transformer, so we look at this. I thought there was isn't there an Arcanite version of this too? Oh, I'm thinking of the Delicate Arcanite Converter, but I was thinking of something like this because this is used in a lot. Reagent for 10 things. Now look at what these do. These are for crowd pummelers, ice reflectors, flame reflectors, shadow reflectors, the teleporters, and the recombobulator. Also, goblin jumper cables. So these are, like this, for instance, might actually be pretty good of representing higher level engineering. The delicate arcanite converter is also another good one. This does 9 recipes. Bloodvine's kind of fallen off a little bit since there's less interest in it. Arcanite Dragonline's still really good. The thing here, though, is a lot of these items are sort of, you make one and you're done. This is maybe more perennial, the Akira scope. So there is a world where maybe I could cover those. But again, if I can really streamline my data collection, I would be like, hey, I'll do Arcanite Converters. I'll do the True Silver Transformer. I'll cover Goblin Sappers. The idea is actually to make indexes of each profession, essentially, is actually what I want to do in the future. So, sorry. I said this would be a changelog review. Radio Dan, yes, that has been suggested many times, I think would be congruent with most lore, since Felwood has Plague Bloom. It's not a stretch to say the demonic areas of Hydel should also have Plague Bloom, in addition to Grom's Blood. So, yeah. Yes, the Recombobulator is the thing that gets rid of Polymorph. It also has a niche use on Lothab and Naxxramas, in that it allows people who do not have healing a way to heal. And I do not believe it triggers the effect that locks you out of healing. So... oh, hey Dan. Oh, I see. You're next to me in the real world. In the real world, in the game world. Hello. So, where was I? Temporary enchants affecting vagrant mode. So this is something that is very welcome. I have done a little bit of vagrant. It is terrible. I'm doing it as a warrior, and I hate everything about it. I did it to myself, but I'm doing it with Murag, who's playing a shaman, so it does make it a little easier. But this effect of fishing lures, rogue poisons, shaman weapon enchants, and totems, as well as blacksmith stones, like you could apply them to weapons, but then you couldn't unequip them, or you couldn't it locked you out of certain things. It was weird. They fixed it since, but it was peculiar. You need every single possible thing you can get. However, it does specifically say as part of the Vagrant challenge, you can't have enchants on your gear. So I think that's why there was a little jankiness here. I'd probably cover this in the news. Pretty sure I would. Because there are people that are doing Vagrant that may not have caught this. I feel like that's important to note. Implemented measures to prevent corrupted crystal from becoming unusable. I don't know about this one, in that I don't know where it came from. Hold on, I want to bring up the slow torta bug tracker. All right, let's also get this up. So, just to show you, again, kind of how the sausage is made. So, over here on the note, I see something like corrupted crystal. So I go over here, and I look up corrupted crystal under is issue. This is closed on April 14th. That's not what we're looking at. I'll just try doing corrupted, see if it comes up. Nope. All right, so likely this is something that happened and was dealt with internally. I'm not sure if anyone knows about this corrupted crystal thing. I think it's probably just a small quest bug, is my guess, but... Addressed an issue with some rich thorium veins in Dire Mall that could not be mined. I have experienced this. This is an old bug. There was a recent... I think I saw this one too. Rich thorium... thorium. Let's take a look for that. Oh, did they take it away? Oh, I misspelled thorium. That's on me. Okay, you know what? I spelled it wrong twice. Still on me. Rich thorium. Yes, right here. So I have had this happen to me. You, whether by hook or by crook, you get through the wall, deal with the imps, right? And then you get at the end of Dire Mall East, there's these 2 rich thorium nodes. It's guaranteed you always get 2. You don't get more than 2 on this server. You don't get less than 2 on this server, but you always get 2. And what's happened is some of the spawns, you go to mine them, and you'll just get this message of failed attempt. You don't even start the mining animation. It's just like an invalid mining node. So that's good. I don't know if I'd necessarily mention this because it's a pretty niche topic. So, but personally, I can verify this. Nick, how long have you been watching my content? I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I'm not trying to put you on blast. Don't worry. There's something I want to show you. Something I want to show you, Nick. Does that answer your question, Nick? What do you think about that? Technically, it's transmogged to look like something else, so I could get the ancient Karaji Ripper that looks like it if you don't believe me. Yeah, Vrograg, Fish Slayer, a longtime rogue, does indeed have the Thunder Fury. Let me get the... Oh, what's it called? I'm going to forget. Ancient... There it is. I don't like how the visual looks. It's very noisy. There you go. Yeah, check it out. So I transmog my Ancient Karaji Ripper to look like Thunder Fury. Oh, yep. There it is. No, Dan, you can. Nice try. I've heard that one before. I have to go back to hiding it. Oh, crud. Where did it go? Wait, that's not... That is Thunder Fury. Oh, never mind. Iblis. Got it. Okay. Alright, back to the browser. Sorry. Anareal, good to see you. It really shows you a white main ad? That's funny. I think like a couple months ago, I got approached by some very shady server people that wanted to pay me to do advertisement. I should have took the bad guys, but you know, I'm struggling. By the way, just a reminder, you can use, you can just throw money at me with Super Chat. I'm not looking for the right stream watcher. I'm just looking for an oil prince. So if you know one, hit me up. Oh, is that true, Lax? Lax is saying the shard that drops on the last boss in Sunken Temple makes it able to start a quest in a cave in Swamp of Sorrows for the Green Dragonflight. I thought that was still a dead end. I could be wrong. And yes, Psychotronic. Faster Than Light FTL. Great soundtrack. I could listen to it all day. Okay, so we were down to Rich Thorium Veins. We did that one. Updated the Windstone respawn. I covered this. Don't know why. Maybe something else janky was going on with it. Maybe they just fine-tuned it. I don't know. But probably this isn't that impactful. It seems like a minor change. It was when they first fixed it, though, because that's been around for a long time. Talisman of Ascendance will now only proc once per cast instead of per target hit for the 5 people that have that trinket, one of which is Obomswim, by the way. This is actually a big deal. You have to do a lot to get it. It is... let's see if I can show this off. The Talisman of Ascendance. Is that... Yes, yeah, there it is. Okay. So this bad boy, you get from these epic armaments of battle. There's different. It costs different amounts based on your reputation with the Argent Dawn. At Exalted, it only costs 27. At Friend, it costs. It's not even going to load. Honored. Okay, there we go. 75. At these things, you have to get. You turn them in from a number of things. The Insignia of the Crusades are the hard ones to get. Because you need them from bone fragments, the Crypt Fiend parts, or the Savage Flora, or of course any of the Craftsman writs. And I had to get 17 of them, I think, for a bomb swim. Took a while. Anyway, so what this means in practice, as I understand it, and this isn't a bug that really affected a bomb swim, it affects mages more. When you pop this trinket, it's a little weird. It's a very unique trinket. If we read the mouse over, your next 5 damage or healing spells cast within 20 seconds will grant a bonus of up to 40 damage or 75 healing, stacking up to 5 times. Expires after 6 damage or healing spells. What you should also know that this is a 1-minute cooldown, so you get to use this a lot. It essentially has a 1/3 uptime. Now, if you're a mage and you pop this and then you do an arcane explosion, it was counting every single AoE hit as one of these charges. So it would be like you just instantly lose it. It would affect me a little bit on a bomb swing when I did Chain Lightning, and I would hit 3 targets with Chain Lightning, and it would count as 3. The reason I personally believe that this is really good for shamans is because shamans have a very quick cast on their spells. It's 2 seconds for Lightning Bolt and 1.5 for Chain Lightning. So you can very readily get up to 5 stacks, which is, right there. 5 times 40. That's 200 extra damage. So, it's pretty good. I don't think a lot of people use it. And another reason for that, too, is that historically it was broken on the server, too. So, it's come a long way. But, yeah. That's a Talisman of Ascendance. I think that is worth covering. Only because to get it, it's a pretty big investment. So letting people know that it works correctly is probably a good thing. Yeah. Cassio says, if I find any oil, I'll let you know. I don't want the oil. I want the rich landowner who owns the oil to be the to be the person to donate, to give me that fat super chat. I'll read out. Listen, if you're an oil prince, right, and you give me 5 notes, we're talking 5 figures, I'll read a whole Shakespeare play in an orc voice. Voice be damned. Implemented various optimizations and can improve core performance. These pop up every now and then in changelogs. I would love to know what that means. The journalist in me wants to verify it, and I can't. Even if I ask Acalix won't know. There's a good chance the people that Acalix asks, they won't know. So, but that's good. If it's believable, right? We can't really test this. We just believe it. Made fixes to Ivis and Lokolar in Alterac Valley. I don't do much PvP. I certainly don't do a lot of battlegrounds. I'm gonna assume this is good. I can go to the bug tracker. Lokolar. Let's see about that. Lokolar. Oh, closed last week. This is probably So this one is... These were both closed last week. I see premature despawn in AV. And... Oh, is... Lokalar? Is that Ice Daddy? I remember people talking about Ice Daddy when I played Classic. Yes, summon Ice Lord. It's Ice Daddy. He's back. AF, listen. Everyone has a price. I don't take sellout as a pejorative. That being said, I actually don't have a price on, like, my journalistic integrity. I actually don't. So, like, if someone came to me with a big bag, I would take the money, tell everyone subtly that I'm doing something that jeopardizes my ethics and don't listen to what I'm saying, and then say it and keep the money. But I'll do embarrassing stuff for money. Easy. So yeah, looks like there was just issues with them despawning early. That's probably good for people who do Battlegrounds. Oh boy. Nordinar T. What a wild ride the T has been, eh? That's, I don't have any T on this tune. I have, like, the normal T. I guess. The normal Turtle WoW T. This. Hold on, I want to have it. This stuff right here. I believe the Nordinar T works exactly the same, like, when you use it. These T with triggers, they have charges on them. You can see right there. I don't know if it's... Might be a little messy because I have so much junk. Oh, let me make that a little clearer for you. Yeah, you can probably read it better now. So they do health and mana, which is amazing, right? They can roll higher than health stones usually too, so it's a good idea to use these. You normally would get something like this from the Boomkins from the A Warm Feeling quest, but they added another option to get these through the Nordinar T. And I know people that were really excited about them because they stacked better. And then there was a period of time when they were stacking, but people weren't using the charges. And then there was times when they stopped being stacked. I got to admit, I'm just glad I didn't get into the Nordinar T game because it just seems like a headache. It might be good now, but it seems like a lot. Yeah. So I hope people are happy with this, but I'm going to be real with you. My main raiding tune is Obomswim. She's an elemental mage, elemental shaman. Very thirsty class, so I need a lot of tea. I just haven't bothered with the Nordinar version because killing the Boomkins also gets you eco. I actually want to show everyone something here. This might be a bit of a trick. There's not too many of you watching though, so I don't mind this sweet info getting out. Here's all the ecos. These don't really vendor for anything valuable. You get Wildkin Eco, which is an objective of course, Wildkin Eco. You get Juju Guile, which is useful for casters if you're not a mage, because this is one less than the arcane intellect buff that comes from mages. And secondly, here's the little trick. This sells for 15 silver. One of them does. So, if anyone has done the A Warm Feeling quest, and you have stacks of Wildkin Echo because they drop a lot, I would say go get the Juju and then just vendor it. It's actually pretty good money. Whereas the Nordinar T option, you're spending money, you know? So, yeah, so in my mind, the Winter Spring Tea is still superior. It might even take up more bag slots. That's fine. as an elemental shaman, I'm going to burn through them anyway. So just a little tip for any of you raiders out there, any of you people using tea, needing that mana. Also, melee, you should have them too. It might not just be my pet peeve, but I know it is others' pet peeve when you're in raid and things are going well. And then you don't want to be that guy in Discord who's like, can we get another cookie table? I mean, you probably should just have tea. You don't need a lot as melee. Maybe you do. I don't think you do. I rated, progressed MC through, MC through Nax with Rograg. I think they added them in BWL though, so maybe that's a little unfair. But I didn't have to use a lot of them on Rograg. But you should have some. Poor warlocks. They gotta summon the whole dang crew. Anyway. Alright, so, corrected incorrect stats for some of the elites in Dustwallow Marsh and Swamp of Sorrows. Does anyone know what this is about? I know what it's about. Does anyone in chat know what this is really about? Because it's an interesting one. Music's going hard again, dang. So, that's the mob tigers finally getting, yeah. So, my understanding of this is that the elites in Dustwallow Marsh and Swamps of Sorrows were severely undertuned for how much health they had versus how much XP they gave. I believe on this server they had about half, maybe more than half less than a normal elite around that level would have. So if you're trying to, power level or whatever, that's your gig right there. And I believe enough people started farming them that it either drew the attention of management or what have you, but I believe that's why it was fixed. I could be incorrect, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Yeah, okay. See, Cassio, thank you. You confirmed. I only heard it as rumor. I didn't know how else to look into it, so, that's the kind of thing that, that's sort of maybe I'll cover in the news. I don't want to cover the Norden RT thing, because it's a story, to be honest with you. I think I could write a book about, like, they fixed it, then they broke it a different way, but then tried to fix it. I'm just like, yeah, they did something with the herbal tea. Okay. On Telim, properly locked some quests from being taken based on phase. Interesting. I can't, in my mind, really think about what that would be involved with. I'm sure it's much more obvious if you're on an unprogressed server. So, that's good. It might be nice, too, to actually have something in the news just for Telim. A lot of people who are playing on Telim have been asking, are you gonna cover Telim? And largely my response has been like, I want to cover the Turtle WoW community, and I consider Telim part of that. I think big events on Telim I'm going to cover. If I understand correctly, there's already been a Molten Core clear. I'm thinking about getting some contacts for that to maybe, get some statements. That being said, though, it might be nice just to also have something special for Telim. Fire Rune will now only scale with 5% of spell power and will only proc from damaging spells. I don't know what this is. I do not. It's just called Fire Rune? Fire Rune. That's Fire Rune Grimoire. Oh, these are spells. assuming it's this one because this is level 60. Okay. I've played mage. I don't recall fire rune. Is this a warlock thing I don't know about? I don't know. I could not tell you what this is from. Oh, it's the other one? Thank you, Dan. And it still doesn't tell me where it comes from. You have a 5% chance on landing a damaging spell to deal 100 fire damage to all targets in 8 yards. So the cost none, range 0, cast time instant, cooldown 20 seconds. This is physical. Is this part of an... No, it would say what it was part of, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is from or who uses it. But, okay. So what was the change exactly? Yeah, maybe it's from something like... Let me try Incendosaur. No. Scale leggings. Does anyone else know how to spell that? I thought it was Incendosaur scales. Oh, it was scaling 100% with spell power. Then, yeah, Incendosaur, not Incendosaur. Thank you, Terrible. Sendo. Ah, okay. So maybe it was something like this. So if we look at this, it has equip, adds 2 fire. No, see, that's not what it was. Because this has a different ability. This is called add fire damage. So I'm not... You see how when I clicked on this, it showed me all the other abilities, all the other weapons that have it, or gear? When I go to both of the fire rune entries, it doesn't give me anything. See, there's no other... Yeah, so I don't know what to make of this. Whatever it was, if it was scaling 100% of spell power, that does sound a little nutty. Shamans could definitely take advantage of that. Perhaps paladins could too. So that's a good fix. Maybe this might be one of the times where it would be good to check the GitHub. Fire rune. No. See, I'm not seeing anything. I can just try a rune, but I'm sure something will pop up that isn't related. Yep, these are all pretty old. Yeah, so anyone's guess is as good as mine, I suppose. Ooh, a 3-set guru. That's a... Yeah, but... The Incendos is... What 3-set, though? By the way, this is literally what I do for the news. I see something like this, and I'm like, I want to know the story. What happened here? What mysteries have I missed? If anyone else can dig up something else on this, I'd be interested to know. Fix the sheath of the bland dagger, the dark knife, and the pious blade. Yeah, everyone's reading that? Oh, maybe the sheathing action? Maybe these had messed up, or bugged. I wonder if that works. Hold on. We can actually test this right now. So, let's get Vrograg right here. I'll bring over to gameplay. So we have Vrograg. Taking our normal weapons off. I have a dagger here. The Gut Ripper. It's part of my RP costume. This is what he uses to skin fish. So this is what a normal sheathing action should look like. See how it goes right there in his waist? But I guess if it's fixed, we won't know. But I'm kind of curious now. I'm going to see if I can find the bland dagger. It sounds like it might be a white item, so... Bland dagger? Nope. No good there. What else we got? The dark knife and pious blade. Let's just try dark knife. Nope. And pious blade? No clue. All right. They don't exist. Oh, I see what you're saying, Guru. All right, let me get back over to that. So Guru is saying that there is a 3-set bonus in Sendo. Is there a 3-set bonus? There's 3 pieces here, but the effect, again, I don't know if you caught this, Guru, but the effect here is Fire Strike. It's not Fire Rune. Sorry. Hopefully that helps you in your search, because I can't find it. Remove the buy and sell price of Aliatin's Anderson Journal. I've seen a couple of these. This is probably something that's in Gilneas. They have little lore books you can pick up. Some of them did have vendor prices. I don't know why. They're pretty much just... They exist for exposition, which is cool. I'm glad they're in the game, but that just seems like a weird thing to put in. Added gossip options to receive the message for a diplomatic mission. I believe this is an alliance-only quest. We can check that. A diplomatic mission. Is this the one where you go to find the king? Is like, yep, see, alliance. I'm not sure what they changed there. That's nothing too big though. Remove non-quest loot from captured sprite darter. Okay, that's peculiar. I've done this quest. You can no longer click off your buffs to remove them while being mind controlled. That's hilarious. I gotta believe someone from Telim discovered that. Oh, okay, Guru. You're saying the database is not showing it. You know what then? If that's true, then let's see if we can find it in game. Sorry, I got a whisper in game. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the game a lot. Hey, do you have a plan where to fish? If anyone does want to, I'm just gonna plan to probably fish here. I'm already in Hydel. If anyone needs to see, over by Nordrasil Glade. I think you need 410 or 415 to catch the fish here. I have some extra lures if you need though. Sorry if you're lower level. This is an unplanned stream, so, you know, I don't feel as bad. Is then, you know, people didn't, like, plan their day or it's like, oh, I'm going to catch Frogreg's stream. Hey, sorry, all right. In Sendo, source scale. That's, okay, that's, is all that gear bind on pickup? I think. Hold on, I'm gonna check. Oh, hold on. We got something here. So there is a 3-set bonus. Adds. Oh, there it is. Guru, you brilliant. Might I add, handsome man. That's great. So we can see here the 3-set bonus, 5% chance of dealing 15 to 25 fire damage on a successful melee attack. So circling back, that means we'll only scale 5% of spell power. If it was previously 100%, that would be. I could definitely see a spell enhancement shaman taking big advantage of that. That would be pretty gnarly. Yeah, that's crazy. Sorry, I digress. So we can't find those daggers either. Where were we? Oh yes, mind controlled. I know very little about mind control. You can no longer click. Oh, why would you do that? I guess if you're killing your own friends while being mind controlled, you'd want to do it. I didn't even know that was a thing though. That's curious. So when you're mind controlled, you literally can't do anything with your character. Dang. All right. Predatory strikes now only affects the intended forms. I think this is a feral druid thing. Check it out. Predatory strikes. Check it out, check it out. Yeah. Increases your melee attack power in cat, bear, and diarrhea forms 50% of your level. Alright, this is... Oh, this is the instant... Okay, that applies that. Okay, that's... Oh, so boomkins were getting it? Or some kind of other form was getting it? I'd have to have the druid talent tree out to see what other kind of shenanigans you could get up to with it. Like you could be a seal and get the bonus, maybe? Or the cheetah form. I think those have melee attacks. Yeah, we got it, Daniel. Thank you, by the way. I do have it on low latency, by the way. So I'm pretty sure everyone should be caught up. If you're not, just reset. Or sorry, not reset. Refresh stream. And it should catch you up in case you think you might be behind. Alright. Corrected the wrong level requirement being displayed on Razor main orders. Okay, that's kind of minor. Removed extra spaces from the names of spell power and healing spell power enchantments. What? I don't... Who was this hurting? Unless you have like a serious OCD issue. I mean, maybe it was a lot of extra spaces. I don't know, but would a level 43 be able to get into Hydel? Sure, if you corpse walked. Curry Daddy. Oh, Curry Daddy. You're the person I got. Yeah, I got you in the credits 2 weeks ago, right? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. It's pretty treacherous to get up here. And as you can see, I don't have a warlock here. Oh, sorry. Maybe you can see that. Yeah, no warlock. Just me and my greedy goblin friend here. Auctioneer Dresbit. I want to know the Dresbit lore. All right. So yeah, this is a weird change. Sticky Ooze Tar will no longer drop for players who are not on the quest. Okay. Borrowed Time now increases cast time instead of reducing it. Oh no. It was doing the opposite. It's like the Goblin brainwashing device all over again. Borrowed Time, okay. Borrowed Time. I'd love to know what that is from. Name. This is a haste effect? Oh, this is from Chromie's Broken Pocket Watch. I think this is a custom item. I could be wrong. Yeah, look where it drops. This is a black morass, looks like. So 2% hit chance. Hold up. Whoa, that's... Wow. Oh. Oh. It all makes sense now. Look at these drop chances. That is tiny. That's a 0.0031. Okay. So evidently, this is doing the opposite. Have a 10% chance to increase your casting speed by 10% for 15 seconds. And the changelog makes it seem like increases cast time instead of reducing it. Wait. Is that what they wanted? Oh, I see. So, so you get a buff, but you also get a malice. All right. That balances it out a little bit. I'm like, this is a blue item with 2% spell hit? That's insane. But when you have a 10% chance to just get, I don't know, a slow on you, that's kind of ouch. I see. I understand now. Dan, thank you for dropping by. Thank you very much. Thank you again. Also, everyone, make sure to listen to Dan's stuff on Turtle Owl Radio on Fridays. Check out his stuff. Dan's great. He helped me figure out how to get audio equipment so you can hear me drink water, and you'll know exactly how wet my mouth is. Good luck though in ZG. AQ20. Steely morality. The proc on that trinket should have... Yeah, exactly. And yeah, Curry Daddy, no problem. You were good sport. We were having fun. Okay, look at this. We're almost done the changelog. Fix the armor on the Crimson Whelp to vanilla values. Maybe it's not updated in here. Now I'm curious. Crimson Whelp. NPCs, right? So it does show armor values here, I believe. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. Well, you know what we can check? It might be in the GitHub. That was Crimson. Search for that. I do not see it here. Someone probably... I can search for Whelp too. Because people don't always use like the exact name. Yeah, I don't see anything too crazy here about their armor, but that would be very interesting if they had some ridiculous amount of armor, or too little. Dressed bugs related to Moros. Anyone who's done Kara probably experienced this. Moros has 2 phases, and sometimes he don't do phase 2. He just says no. And you can't. Okay, guess you don't get the best loot out of Karazhan. Just GG. That's it. But they say addressed bugs, so it may not. It's another important thing to note here when reading between the lines is what they say they do. Addressed bugs. So this may still be an issue. Blade of Eternal Justice. Return 40 spell power and updated DPS in accordance to the item's level increase. They must have nerfed this, and they have undone the nerf. I had a YouTube comment from 2 weeks ago. Someone saying something to the effect of, oh, hey, they nerfed this item. So I don't know what the full story is there. It seems... I don't think I can't recall what that is. Blade of Eternal Justice. This must be a Eternal Justice. This must be a paladin item, right? No? Oh, wait, yes. Yes, it is. This is probably their AQ 21. Well, they took 40 spell damage off of it? Why would they do that? Every paladin would want some amount of spell damage, I'm pretty sure, right? They returned 40 spell power. Okay, well that's wild that they took it away. I mean, the dodge is a little weird, but AQ 21, yes, exactly terrible. The AQ 20 sets are nothing to sneeze at nowadays. If you haven't collected them, or you have them, take another look at them. They're really good. And some of these set bonuses are fantastic. I don't know if this is good for paladins. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about paladins. So, either way, that's crazy they took away 40 spell power. I just wonder what they had before. Oh, maybe they changed the DPS of the weapon itself. So this is a main hand sword. All right. Well, I can compare this pretty easily. So let's go over to Vrograg on the docks. We will. I think I have. Oh boy. Gotta find it. Here it is. Dagger of Veiled Shadows. So this does 55.3 damage per second. It should be about around that, I'm guessing. So 55.3. We'll go back over to the browser. This does a little less damage per second. So perhaps, and this is just complete speculation, perhaps they upped the DPS on it and took away the 40 spell power? I don't know. That's still kind of crazy because paladins just like spell power. I don't know of any that don't. Well, then again, I really don't know how paladins work, so. Hook Blade Cleaver. Replace 3 spirit with 9 strength and 5 agility. That seems like a lot, no? Here's 3 spirit. It's actually 9 strength and 5 agility. I wonder where that's from. That must be a new item. Because a change that big's pretty impactful. Hook Blade Cleaver. One-handed sword. It's a level 43 item. From Dustavin Black Cowl. Yep. Yeah, I think this is indeed from Gilneas. There you go. So yeah, probably just an oversight. Added hard-earned titles for Inferno players. I can confirm this story, and I definitely want to mention it. Next news. Big fan of Hard Chores and everything they do. I've been following them, their exploits, right? I did see some screenshots in their Discord of them with their, I think it's like Conqueror of the Flames or something like that. And that's pretty cool. Fix a typo in the description. Oh, come on. Who cares? I mean, some people care, but as far as impactful news, I don't think small spelling mistakes are really going to rock the boat, but I understand people that want it to look good, so fair enough. I mean, this right here, this is personally probably top news for me, for a lot of people on the server. The appearance of transmogrified items will no longer revert back to the original upon durability changes. Anyone who's been on the server for any amount of time knows how annoying it is that you have a cool transmog, you like your look, you take 1 point of durability damage, and all that gear will revert to its non-transmogged look. And then your whole set would look messed up, and you'd have to unequip your gear and re-equip it. It was just hassle. So that's awesome. Especially for tanks who are constantly getting durability loss. So good for them. Oh, maybe Maybe my other thing is the thing. Hold on. I'm just trying to do something here. So disturbing with the immersiveness. Oh. Care Rabble just tried some BGs. Why the heck does Alliance lose every single AV in BG and no one does anything about it? I can't answer that question as a long-time member of the Horde. I can't answer that question. Also, as someone who doesn't do battlegrounds. I think bringing up PvP balance is just a sticky wicket. Because the secret is, it's never been balanced. It's never been balanced ever. PvP balance is a lie. It doesn't exist. Sorry. Yeah. I was starting to... I'm starting to wrap my head around why people enjoy PvP. Still not a big fan, but I can see its allure when you are with the right people. All right. Where were we? Merc Deep should no longer become invisible when attacking players. Hilarious. Who is Merc Deep? Who is this man? Who is this monster? More like it. Undefined. Okay, so it's a Murloc. I don't see any of this. He's probably custom. Objective of wanted Merc Deep. It's an Alliance-only quest. Okay. That is terrifying, though. Can you imagine being hardcore and you're like, okay, we got a group of 5 people to this one elite quest, and then Merc Deep goes invisible? Ooh. Max, I don't mind sharing with you what. Sorry, let me just read this. Max writes, big fan of your news, but I have no clue what Shellcoin is, and I tried to read info about it, but I don't get what it is, what it does, and how to participate. The shortest answer I have is it is essentially a spoof of cryptocurrency and or confidence scams. Let me, I can do something for you guys. Hold on. I can do something here. We'll go to turtlewow.org should have it. Turtlewow.org. Okay. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Wow. Alright, just getting the right webpage up. Gotta be careful. I don't want to dox myself. Alright, to help answer your question, Max, if you go to the main Turtle webpage, which is turtle-wow.org, don't do turtlewow.org. That sends you to something that looks sketchy. Right over here, our features. You can click our features. You'll see poorly formatted shellcode trading. This might just because I'm zoomed in. You go here. Welcome to Shellcode Trading Company. With my genius, I have invented a brand new currency that will take Azeroth by storm. See, that's the cryptocurrency sort of reference. The magical shell coin will turn the world on its head and create a new way to get rich. Down on your luck. Well, now is the time to invest in shell coin. So, the way it works is there is a vendor in each city, each major city, like Orgrimmar and Stormwind. You go there, you buy a shell coin for a certain amount of gold. Then the only thing you can do with it is sell it. I think you can trade them as their own currency if you wanted to. But this graph shows you how the value's doing. There's this video. Hold on. No, I don't want. Is that? You guys think that's copyrighted? I don't know.
Savvy investors who are looking for a chance to a new world. No longer will gold be the only means to trade and buy, but instead, a valuable arcane currency will come to replace it. Today, at this very moment, is your chance to find the wealth you could have never dreamed of. Become an early backer today and buy Shellcoin.
And that's what Shellcoin is. So you buy it, right? Here's the chart since this is just November, right? So if you bought some at 21.51, right, and then you went to the vendor right now, it's worth 20 gold. So you would have lost gold. The way it's worth money is that when you put gold into it, it pushes the price up. So people right around here, this is like the longer view. This is back on much earlier. I want to say October. Yeah, this is just this year. So when it was introduced, I think that was around or a little earlier. But so people started investing. People started buying Shellcoin. And the only way it loses value is when you sell Shellcoin. So it's like very much like a confidence game, a Ponzi scheme kind of situation. That's what it is. I don't cover it on my news generally because I don't want to get accused of altering or changing the market. I mean, perfectly honest. So, but hopefully that answers your question, Max, and anyone who doesn't know. AF says, it's a carnal desire to dominate your enemies. Don't you remember the Conan? Yes, Conan the Barbarian's quote. Do you think that was actually in the original book? I understand that feeling, though. You just want to own people, you know? Oh, grats, by the way, Care, on getting 60. All right, let's focus up, everyone. Then we can get to fishing. We're almost done the changelog. Let's make sure I'm not going to log out from AFK. So Murkdeep, reward for the Seeker's Demise has been adjusted. Players must now choose a reward instead of receiving both. Seeker's Demise. I've never heard of this. That's kind of great when you get both. Seeker's Demise. This is a quest I haven't done. Looks like level 27. So yeah, it's mid-level, level 30s area. Gets you would receive both this. Oh, that'd be nice. It wouldn't really matter because one's a wand, so pretty much just select casters, and then this one is strength agi stam. I suppose if you don't have another ring, you wouldn't mind having a ring that has stamina, even if you're a caster. So it's not too broken. You get a little extra gold maybe, but Diathoros' head comes from Diathoros the Seeker, who is somewhere all the way up in the Barrens. Never done it before. Don't know anything about it. Schlendrian. Schlendrian, were you around when I was talking about the rules of acquisition? I was talking about it in guild, but I don't know if you're in my guild. All right. Vault armory equipment will now spawn after killing Archetis, not Damien. Okay. Deathstank. Hold on, let me get some water here. Death Strike Tarantula should no longer randomly evade due to bug terrain. Okay. Mobs in Emerald Sanctum will no longer evade when their target is unreachable. Instead, they will instantly summon players into melee range. I can only imagine how that came up. I could only imagine. Someone tried to cheese them, and then the dev said, nope, Emerald Sanctum's our baby. You're not going to cheese this. And they act like the Anubis Aths at AQ40. That's kind of funny. I wonder if there's probably not a bug report. There's probably not, but worth a look. Emerald. Players usually don't tell on themselves for trying to cheese things. Nope. Nope. Okay. Fixed an issue where transmogrified item text would turn garbled. Never seen that before, but I believe it. Sorry, it was Murag just walked in. Yeah, I've never seen that issue. It's interesting. It'll be a fun screenshot. Implemented part 2 of the new brainwashing device. We've talked about that ad nauseum in the last... actually, at the beginning of the stream, I also talked about more fun things that happened. But last news report, we talked about it plenty. Don't need to go over that. Fixed an exploit where players would be able to attack and use abilities while mounted. Whoa. Whoa. Hold up. Mounted combat. I mean, are we missing something? I mean, mounted combat. I'm not strictly against it. Man. That'd be a hard one to find. Temporary flying mounts in Razor Hill can be exploited to allow players to stay mounted in combat outdoors. Yeah, that's okay. That's something different. Okay. So, I would love to find out how this one existed. To attack and use abilities while mounted. Yeah, that's wild. Also probably pretty fun while it happened. Okay. Oh, we did it. We did it. Oh, and I stopped. I turned the FTL music off, but that's fine because Murag did get home, so I want to say hi to her. We will switch over to a little fishing, a little chatting, some Q&A stuff after, but I just want to take a quick break, say hello to the person who kind of takes care of me, and I should be nice. Okay, I'll be right back. Well. Hello, B101. I did not have to... I had to say hello to my wife. That's not poopy. All right, here we are in cloudy, rainy Hydel. Gonna be doing some fishing. If anyone wants to, whoa, sorry. Someone just made an outrageous offer in guild chat. That's crazy. Yeah, we're just fishing and chilling. We just went through the changelog. Does anyone have any questions that I won't have answers to? I can answer some of them, maybe. We did have some questions earlier. One was asking about why Torta is off the Discord. If you're curious about that, I did answer that earlier in the stream. How hard is it for a level 58 to get up to Hydel? You're much more in... Well, let me ask this, Lax. What class are you? Yes, B101. It's mostly a security issue. Security, and my gut feeling is getting tired of people's BS issue. You know, that is a good you know what? Someone named Thalaria, just whispering, how does one get to Hydel? Might also be Lax. I don't know. I don't want to draw any conclusions. I will say this. So, how you do it is as such. You go to Winter Spring. You should be able to, at level 58, get to Winter Spring. From Winter Spring, you go south from Everlook, and then you gotta wander your way through the dangerous, scary elite area. You will follow this path, and you see where this little... Hold on, I think I can zoom in this. Yeah, I can. Hold on. Oh boy, that's not... Okay, hold on. Oh, I've messed it up. Anyway. Nope. You want to get to this cave. This cave is a tunnel that'll pop you out right here. Then you have a long journey all the way here. Do not go to Zulhatha. You will die instantly. Then you go over here, all the way over here, and then boop, flight point's right here. That's how you do it. Do you know how to make specular tile set textures work? I'm trying to port Warcraft 3 tile set textures for Turtle WoW, but the textures don't show specific... I am not that technically gifted. I will say I have been intrigued by the Warcraft 3 UI. Speaking of UI, someone DM'd me. I have to remember... I have to remind myself how to export my user interface, because someone wanted to know what my shaman's user interface was. Yeah. Oh, really? That's all you have to do? Okay. I didn't know it was that easy. And sometimes when I get technical questions, I'm like, can you get to Hydel from Felwood? No, but you can do the reverse. You can get to Felwood from Hydel. From a very long jump. Oh, hey, Murag. Murag's here. Yay!
I logged off fishing here last night.
Oh, did you? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, why not? The stone scale eels are biting. You asked for questions you can't answer? I did answer. Or you mean Curry Daddy? Oh, Curry Daddy's is much lower level, so that's maybe part of it. Curry Daddy wants a way up. You know what I can do? Listen. If you really want to hang out, I can go walk into town and see if there's a warlock who I could pay for their services to get you summoned. I could do that. Also, Murag, you're my, well, no, I mean, you're my audio buddy. Can you hear the music? Okay, good. Yes, exactly, Thalaria. It is the closed-off entrance for Vanilla. They just opened it up. So, sorry, so B101, you said, so slash import will import PFUI profiles. You can just copy paste. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was that easy. What skill of fishing do you require at Hydel? I require no level. But the zone requires, I think, 400 at a minimum. I think it's 415 to get regular catches. Like 100% is at 415. I cannot say enough nice things about Shagu. B101. That's the truth. Shagu's amazing. If anyone remembers or has been following my news broadcasts, I had a story I covered about Shagu taking a small L in that, well, it wasn't even Shagu's fault. Like, clearly it wasn't. Shagu put a new version of PF Quest up and was just given the full like quest repository from the development team. So all of the Hydel area was like spoiled for a little bit. They took it down later. But one of my main sources for that story was Shagu. And when I told people that, like, oh yeah, I'm going to be talking to Shagu, everyone's like, you be nice to Shagu. Shagu's wonderful. Do not be mean to him. And I gotta agree, Shagu's great. I think he stopped by stream a couple times too. Yeah, I don't think you could fish here very well, Curry. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be real with you. You just wouldn't have a good time. Shagu is also in game, I believe. If you hold on, if you do DB Shagu, yeah, he's at the, hold on, objects, no, units. Yep. Oh, there's 2 Shagus? There's a level 61? Oh, I'm scared. So this is the Shagu most people bump into. He's a Tauren who has like a go get my pipeweed quest, which is really cool. And I don't know about this other Shagu. Oh, wait a minute. What is that? That's not in Moonglade. Everyone else is seeing that too, right? Where did it go? There's a level 60 hold on, wait, is Shagu actually on? No. Who is this? So it says location Darkshore. Sorry, I just stumbled upon a mystery. So that's considered Darkshore, eh? Now I'm thinking. I kind of want to go find this person. So there's 2 Shagus, B101. There's this Shagu, and there's the Shagu in Bloodhoof Village. Yes. In fact, maybe I can show people how to get to the special area if you know what I'm talking about. B101, if you know. Also, it might allow some of the low beasts who are trying to run in. So let's where can we meet up? I think I'll fly down to the Zoram Strand from here. Might take a minute. And then I'll just walk up. We'll see if we can find Shagu. Worst comes to worst, we do some fishing on the North Shore. Maybe we might find a Tuskar, if you know who I'm talking about. But it won't be a walkabout. There's a lot of distance to cover. Yes. Let's meet people that want to meet up. Let's meet around the Zoram Strand. If you're Alliance, you can come up from Ashtanar and we'll meet up on the road. If you're in game though, just give me a whisper and I'm gonna start like a group or a raid or whatever. But I got some real flying to do. Oh, please have a good flight path. Oh, look at that. Look at that bad flight path. So here, it's like almost a straight shot. You go right from Everlook. Okay, fine, to Blood Venom. That's cool. That's cool. But if I want to go here, it puts me here, then Ashara, Ogremar, Splinter Tree, and then Ashenvale. I think I might just be better off going to Felwood and jumping down off the waterfalls. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't got time for that. Schlendrian, I'll get you in. Schlendrian? There it is. Yes, thank you for dropping by, B101. Yeah, when it hasn't been to Hydel, you get a nice little view of it here. So lovely. Look at it. I love how the skies go from like this and like just watch in a couple seconds. The second we get out of the demon area, it just becomes like normal skies. Oh, it's normal again. And because the way Hygel's set up, it's like demon area, normal, demon area, normal, demon area, normal. And actually, the pattern continues because over here is the demon area. Yeah. Well, Schlendrian, since you're the only one I think who's really trying to meet up with me, just head for Zormstrand. It might take me a minute to do some parkour to get to here, but when I jump down, I'm going to be right at the lakes right here. So once you get down, you can start heading up. Because I want to find this other Shagu. I can't believe there's 2 in the game. I actually thought that would cause issues for the server. Maybe not. Okay. Let's look up another soundtrack to listen to. A non-WoW one. Trying to think. What's a good video game soundtrack that I like? I would even say, like, I like a lot of the Minecraft ones. They're really chill and nice, but the problem is some of them are, like, weird. What about Baldur's Gate 3 soundtrack? Maybe. Whoa. A 6-hour soundtrack? I didn't know. I didn't know there was that much. All right. You gotta check all my stream stats and all that. Oh wait, that wouldn't make any sense. Oh, I just got rid of my own chat. That was silly. Okay, we're saved. I also ported some Warcraft 3 weapon sounds over. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. A lot of the aesthetics in Warcraft 3, even though they're much less resolution, some of them are somehow better in a lot of ways. I think it's really a matter of taste, of course, but I can definitely see the allure. I'm just happy to be big chillin'. Oh, there it is. Okay. Now I see. All right. I was desperately searching for something, and I found it. Yay. I don't think I have that much longer to write to read this out, but Agape by Nicholas Bertel is a very nice soundtrack. Is Agape... So the reason I specified games is because game soundtracks won't make YouTube crap the bed with rage over copyright. And I don't recognize Agape as a video game. It could be. And I seriously hope that's the correct pronunciation. Because I don't think I'd want to play a game called Agape. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably listen to that in my spare time. I'll give it a listen for sure. But I don't. Yeah, one stream, I played a lo-fi version of classic WoW songs, and when I finished stream, there was already a notification that any of the revenue earned by it was already being shared, just automatically. And I'm like, really? Okay, they're pretty intense. Yeah, we're trying to meet in Darkshore. Sorry, I realized I had my UI off. So there it is, Bregorn, of course. That's actually another reason why I don't listen to the in-game Turtle WoW radio while streaming. There's a lot of music they play that is copywritten or would flag me. So my plan is I'm going to jump down here and then I'm going to head south to pick up. I'm assuming you're flying Schlendrian. Wait. What? Oh, you're level 31. Oh, but you can get you can definitely get to Astronaut or Zoram Strand. Who's ready to watch some wild parkour? In fact, so wild I might get on my parachute cloak, which I don't have on me. The parachute cloak. Because you know what? Let's be real. Drinking all those Noggenfogger elixirs is pretty expensive. Alright, I think I can just make the jump down there to the... Oh, geez, that's... I think I just died. Ooh, a miracle. Yeah, Schlendrian, that's exactly what I was talking about. How if I flew directly to Zoram Strand, I would definitely be in flight still for a good long while. Yes, I'm Jason Bourne, everyone. Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne. Alright, I think I could live this fall regardless. Something tells me that this area right here is not swimmable, but we'll see what happens. Okay, parts of it are not swimmable. So far, so good. This is a rite of passage for any Horde player who is trying to get to Darkshore. The parkour down the waterfall. It's dangerous. It's treacherous. Okay. I think this is the one that always hurts. Unless you get it just right. I never get it just right. Ah, too far. See? Look at that. You see how I landed in swimmable water? See? I'm swimming. And I still took damage. It's almost like they don't want me back here. Hold on, let me bandage up. You know, Lax, I should have thought of that name. Park Orc is much better. Murog, of course, can just land in Fellwood and just use a bunch of light feathers and just, you know. Okay. This one, we're just gonna. This is the one I was my parachute cloak for. We'll get a little run and start here. Oop, didn't do that right. Okay, we're good. Gotta be careful. The slow fall's only 10 seconds, so. All right, we in there. All right, I'm gonna cut across to the road, and then head south. You know, the only thing that I wish I could do that I don't think the client will let me is ride at a slower speed when I'm with someone who has a slower mount. It's something you could do in like classic or vanilla. You could just simply put your... You could get out your non-epic mount and you'd have a slower riding speed. But because everything's like based on your level, will be the higher level people will be running laps around old Schlendrian. But once you get the dark, I mean, even when you're in Ashenvale, you should be safe. I first learned of that cut through a long time ago during a Christmas or Wintervale thing. Oh jeez. Oh boy. Brigorn's a really good RPer. I gotta show up. There it is. Hello, yes. I'm going to pick up my friend down south. Perfect. Oh, I don't want to. Sorry. I was going to ride quick. I'll do you the courtesy of taking off my carrot. Although it looks like you have it looks like you have epic speed, or pretty close to it now. Also, oh, you know what, Brigorn? I'm not even in my RP mount. I'll get there. My Black Wolf. So that is the epic mount for paladins. What level can you guys get that at? Is it? I'm assuming it's earlier than 60. Is that looks like the epic one? I think.
They get a level 40 one like Warlocks too.
Oh, okay. Oh, and don't paladins also have like a talent they can use that gets them a quicker mounted speed? Thank you, Thalaria. Ah, okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, level 27. I'm just gonna do a quick kneel. RIP, this person. That's Nell. That's not what I wanted to do. And then, pays his respects. Wow. It's, you know, they're just doing Shadow Priest things. Okay, they're fine. Oh, alright. Like I said before, I'm not very well versed on Paladin, so... Brigorn, how did you get in combat? Oh, you buffed someone. Of course. Where is our friend? Oh, Schlendrian's behind us? Schlendrian, we gotta go back. Sorry, Bregorn, we gotta go back. I just looked at the map, he's above us. See? Yeah, we're heading north, Schlendrian, so you could just stay put. We were coming down because we thought you'd be coming from Zoram Strand or Crossroads. As I figured at your level you wouldn't have the Fellwood flight point. I'm sure Murog will join us at some point. Murog's a good meeting point. Where is she? Oh yeah, everyone converge on Murog. Well, I'm sure Bregorn and I will catch up to Schlendrian in no time. Psychotronic, our first mission is to find the other Shagu. There's an imposter among us. And that Shagu I've never seen. I've seen the normal Shagu, the one you can find in Bloodhoof Village, but I haven't seen the other one yet. So we're doing a little sightseeing, then we're going to do some fishing on the north part of Darkshore, and maybe we'll go meet with a certain Tuskar, if you know what I mean. And we could blow Schlendrian's mind. It would be really fun to blow Schlendrian's mind, as I don't know if Schlendrian might know. Either way, it would be fun. And to show it to the people. Yes, Tuskar. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Our first order of business is finding the other Shagu, if we can, who is evidently technically in Darkshore. Yeah, Darkshore, right? Yeah, that's. Yeah, sorry, Curry Daddy. We suddenly decided to be in an area you can be in if you wanted to. I'm pretty sure that's open to most people. Well, yeah, because it's Horde. Okay, we're gonna do a little slash greet. All right, let's get running. It is a big zone, and I was summarily told by Murog, with a cruel look in her eyes, that she'll need to be like able to talk to. She has a meeting with some of our old friends on Discord, starting around 7. So I'll probably need to wrap up in about 30 minutes. So no time for RP walking. Oh yeah, Curry. I'll get you in if you're interested. Curry, DDY. I think I did that right. There it goes. That's a motley crew we have right here. Oh, I suppose Schlendrian could go quicker if they have the mount, but it's probably not that much quicker at your level. As long as you're using sprint on cooldown, you'll be fine. Did I see the Warcraft movie? I watched it recently and thought the stuff with the orcs is pretty good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've been... So, this is sort of a deeper topic. I have multiple people who watch my show for the first time, and a lot of times the comments I get are, "Oh, I thought you would sound like an orc." So my little like side hobby project is trying to sound like an orc. Murog knows where to go. Well, actually, she might not. Murog, you should do a /DB Shagu if you get a chance. And there's a level 60 Shagu who we're trying to find before we...
I know. I looked.
Oh, okay, good. Anyway, so Psychotronic, I have watched the movies. I actually have watched a few of those videos, a few clips from them as a reference for how to, quote-unquote, sound more like an orc. We'll see how that goes, but... Oh, that's a good Zane Schlendrian. I like that. Also, that red hat you got. Inspect. What is that? The green tinted goggles look like a bandana for you? Or you must have T-mogged that. You must have. So those are not goggles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's legendary only in this family, clearly. Really? Well, Brigorn, enjoy. Murag worked on that for a long time, and she's very proud of it, as she should be. Just say no to Fell. Like, what's like the saying? Like, Fell not even once. Is there a fishing trainer in Darkshore? Not for me, and not for Murag, and not for Schlendrian, but maybe for you. Oh, is this the way?
There is.
Oh. Murag, what? Oh, yeah. I'd vendor at 52G, no questions. Yeah, I think that's actually more... Yep, that is worth more than Thunder Fury. Man, I wish I could block the notifications about Power of the Guardian. Because Murag has speed on her boots, I think. So she keeps running, getting just far enough ahead for me to be on the bubble of the aura.
Here, I'll take off my speed boots.
Okay, yes. Be like us normals. Trying to see. I'll catch right up. I want to take the snow frog out. I have sprint. Because, as we all know, a friend of the stream, Hey-ho, got me the winter frog, the snow frog, which is actually a pet that I don't think Murag has, which is rare. Murag has many pets.
There's so many pets I don't have.
So, also, Curry Daddy, if you want to go grab fishing or whatever, you probably have time, because we're going to spend some time looking for this secret Shagu. I've built up this Shagu as if there is actually some secret, but there probably isn't. Schlendrian, that's one of the first pets I get on any tune that has engineering, of course. Probably my favorite one is the Moonkin hatchling, because you can slash dance with you.
So can the Murlocs.
What's that with Murlocs?
Murlocs will dance and they'll put on
Oh, that's right. You got 50 gold from it last stream? Wow. So you're just following where the money's at, because you can make gold off my streams. I'm glad there's a boutique market. Gotta say, by the way, this soundtrack's pretty nice. Yeah, I'm happy there is a monkey pet. I just feel like their running animation just doesn't really do it. Oh, the fishing trainer is in Darnassus? If you say so, I don't know. Murag's the only one who had any sort of...
I was pretty sure there was one on the coast there.
Yeah. I did, Schlendrian, it's interesting you say that is in the Turtle WoW Discord. Someone was making reference to how difficult it must be to like be a goblin and like be promoting a union. And I was thinking of a Deep Space Nine episode I'm aware of where some Ferengi tried to unionize, and part of the lore of that episode is that they say like essentially the business government, whatever you want to call it, can like kill you just for saying the word. And so I'm like, it's not that bad. Like, at least they're not Ferengis where they get killed for even mentioning unions. And then someone, like, 5 minutes later, linked to me a lore entry about how, like, Nert Blastendorn, like, actually was risking his life by doing all this stuff. So I'm like, maybe they're more alike than we thought. Oh, okay, so, all right. That was you. Also, I don't really quest here, but I don't remember this. I'll just take care of you. I said, oh, geez, fishing is my main. Hold on. I tried to fish that guy. There it is, okay. You were the one with the pocket. What is this? What? Really? I don't care about pets the same way Murag does. I'll pass. Look at that. What good luck. Our journey to Shagu is blessed. The pilgrimage must continue. Also, you get to... I left my RP helper add-on. I left my RP helper add-on on. And so you'll get to see some of my derpy messages. Because I like having little emotes and stuff when I'm, doing stuff in Raid or like just around the world. So some of the stuff you'll see in Say Channel is not me actually typing it while I'm fighting. All right. So, all right, gang. Let's consult the map. You guys can clear that out. I will look at the map. Shagu is here. I'm inclined to believe he's actually in Moonglade, but when I click Moonglade, I don't see his dot anymore. Does anyone know the way? Because it would seem like we just kind of press our face up against this mountain wall and hope for the best. And I can't imagine that's correct. I mean, maybe... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe there is a mountain pass. No. Another thing about this server is, like, you can just, like, find guild bases sometimes. But I don't think there's a way through. Right? I'm not... if anyone wants to... I'll search a little further south. If anyone wants to search a little further north and just give a shout if you find something. I don't think there's a way up. I'm not, like, the best parkourer out there, but generally I know when something looks doable or not. None of this is looking too doable right now. Bummer. No, this... No. Oh, maybe. That's a maybe right there, but I don't... I mean, what would that really do even if I got up there? That's not what I need. I'm thinking this isn't a thing we can do, guys. I don't know how it's going on up north, but... Also, the snow frog makes noise. It's really cute. Wait, hold on. Maybe. My frog's going nuts. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh, is there a troll village over there? Is that the one like you can fly over sometimes? I thought that was in a different part of the world. He really does look like he's smack dab in the middle of the mountains though, right? It's not just me. Well, just because time is short, why don't we head to where Murag's at? Shagu will evade us for now. But I will find a way over there. Yeah, I thought that was the case, Brigorn. Let's converge to the northernmost coasts so we can blow Schlendrian's mind.
Oh, I'm not in the place for that.
I thought that was the northernmost coast.
It's not this far north.
Oh, okay. Then, try to collapse in on where Vrograg is?
You want to go down the coast?
Yeah, it's, is that too far north? Maybe he's here? I think I actually filmed one of my Turtle Wild News episodes on this coast, too. Ah, here it is. Yes. You'll want to come to where Vrograg is right now. This is the spot. Also, for anyone, for posterity, if anyone wants to find this, this is... Coordinates are 57.2, 12.3. You'll see this nice fellow right here. Brigorn, have you done this? I hope you have. Oh, good. Then maybe you can do it with Schlendrian. You very much want to do this quest. I don't remember what the quest is, but if it's anything like the rest of WoW, it's... Well, oh, that's perfect. I mean, Schlendrian's level 31. Hopefully he can pick up the quest. Yes, yes. Oh, you can't get it? Yes, it does. It gives something very good. And you're level 50. I don't know if you're still trying to level up, Brigorn. I know some people who are more into RP just like sometimes just turn off XP and be like, that's enough. Where did Murag just go? Did you just see her vanish? It's mid-40s? Brigorn, can you link the quest? Oh, okay, that's fine. As I think if I can see the quest, I don't remember its name.
The first one's low level.
Well, anyway.
What's the NPC's name? I'll look him up on the database.
That's a hard one to spell. It's, I'm just gonna...
Somebody linked it.
Okay, crawling for meat. So that is the name of the quest. This is a VOD, so this, you know, I can use this to reference for people. But for anyone who's watching stream, you want to do the quest this guy does because talk to him. I'm ready to travel, Ninqua. Let us head out. Watch this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? It's not your, Oh, you have to do the gray quest first? Okay. That's right. Doing a little of exploring's always good. I don't want to wander around here and spoil it for you guys, but I wanted to show you that this is something you'll want to do. To check it out. If you look really closely right there, look at that. It looks like a lighthouse. What could that be? I remember when Murag and I discovered this. It was very exciting. Also, I kind of wanted to come here to see if they added fishing. Because last time I checked, they didn't. I'll be right back. I gotta know. Come on. It was killing me because I like going fishing in weird locations, and I think last time I checked it was like a no-go. It's very cold here. Yeah, see, if they had fishing on the table, there would be a pop-up here that would say, like, your fish came off the line, or you were too slow. You know, when there's nothing, that means it's bugged. So, yeah. Maybe in the future you're interested in helping this nice, fine, tusked, gentle Tuskar, I guess. You never know. Yeah, somebody has a Wrath of the Lich King model. Look at me. I have so many more. Sorry, he has way more polygons than I have. I feel it's unfair. Maybe they made it so that the gray one isn't for Horde anymore. It was definitely over a year ago that I did. That's true. We did do it a while ago. Yep, this guy right here. Hardcore. He's working on it. You'll love to see it. I could still do a little fishing here, though. You never know. There's probably pretty normal fish here. You must have a melee... Oh, right. Then I always forget to put it back on my attack button. So there's a little taste. Who knows what that was? I'm only at the northernmost spot in all of Kalimdor. I wonder what is north of here. I wonder how Rend is doing. I wonder if Rend went to the north. I suppose if he did, you would call such a place like North Rend. Yeah, that's actually the other reason I wanted to. Oh, I forgot to bring it up on stream. You definitely should Schlendrian. And there's lots of other little things that like. I want to show off the map. Don't yell all the spoilers. Just so people know, this is the zone. They did post about this on Twitter, so. Oh, a fishing vendor, eh? Interesting. But it's definitely worth the effort, I feel. Everything over there is all custom content, obviously. Also, I don't think I've ever caught Darkshore grouper before. It's also a terrible fish, but...
There's herbs here.
What?
Herbs.
That's new. Interesting. You heard it here first, folks. Murag reporting that there are actually herbs on wherever Murag is. Actually, what does the map say it is? The map must give a zone, right?
Ice Point Rock.
Ice Point Rock. So there are herbs there. I heard 15 black lotuses spawn there on full moons. Well,
there's little penguins in there.
Murag's too busy squeeing about all the penguins. All right. Boy, I don't know, Haxer. I don't know who would possibly make that zone and not put any herbs in there. You think I forgot? Well, I don't know when it was added, but I went there a long time ago. I think I went there when like Frograg was a fresh 60. Also, good to see you, Haxer. I hope you're doing well. Also, I did notice I just caught a, wait, what's it? A bloated, oily blackmouth? Oh, it had a gem in it. Neat. Anyone who doesn't know, Haxer is a team member. I don't. Yeah. You have the same icon as your person in Discord, so I think that's okay. Sorry if I'm divulging too much, but sometimes when people pop in stream and they start talking with authority, it's nice to acknowledge their authority, not just they're so and making up stuff. Unfortunately, Haxer, I am actually going to be wrapping up pretty soon. Are you still in the Discord, Haxer? I know some people left. I did talk about that too earlier in stream. Oh, the Commander Gorshak quest. That is a very annoying quest. Okay. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like oh, Torta left the Discord. The whole bunch of speculations, like Torta, in a very Torta-like fashion, decided to do something very smart, but then not let everyone know. Torta is very skilled, but I think sometimes with optics, she isn't. Yeah, well, exactly. There isn't a big conspiracy, and that's good. But it's you can save people a lot of headache by just saying like, oh, by the way, like I'm doing this for this reason. You don't have to explain yourself fully. I think most people, like only the most deranged people, are going to be like, oh, you want to leave because, security reasons or whatever it is. Like, no one's going to be like, that's a bad reason. How dare you? No, like, no one does that. And plus, it makes, it also makes my job a little easier. My completely voluntary, unpaid job. Well, I can't say unpaid. I do get advertisement revenue. But my part-time job, will say. After I get like the 20th question of like, did you see Torta's gone? I'll get people in my DMs like, hey, listen, I heard Torta left the Discord. Something big's coming. And I'm like, no, it's not.
I got stuck.
That's what you get, Murag. Well, you have the unstuck command. Murag got stuck. Eduardo Noyola, thank you for saying so, friend. I like how there's almost like seemingly shifts of like time zones of people who just like come in when it's just time. It's just time. But I will be wrapping up stream soon. But hey, you know what? YouTube might be in many respects the inferior streaming platform, but it does have superior VOD replayability. I think we can all firm handshake about that. Oh boy. Schlendrian, you gotta be real good to interrupt my fishing. I'm a fishing master. How dare you? Oh. Actually, you did interrupt it a little bit there. It was impressive. Is this live stream YouTube only, or are you on Twitch? I am YouTube only. Not purely by choice, but by terms of service of Twitch being much more stringent on those who are playing games without publisher consent. By and large, Blizzard does frown on private servers, and has been known to go after people who do that on Twitch. They have not done that, and They will likely not do that on YouTube, not just because it's a smaller streaming platform, but because the terms of service do not allow for Twitch to go after content creators like that. So, in exchange for something like not being able to play whatever music I want with no cause for concern of copyright, like many on Twitch do, or having a, I would say, a more streamlined monetization platform like Twitch does, I forked that over for YouTube's better reliability with VODs and legal stability. But hopefully it answers your question, Les. Are you using a water mod? No. No, I am not. I am using... Anyone wants to see? Oh boy, Murag's popping off. These are my graphic settings right here. You can, because of the nice VOD feature, you can screenshot this at any time and take a look for yourself. This I find to be the best for recording purposes. It's a good middle ground between like fidelity, what's taxing, what's not on the computer, that kind of stuff. So I choose that. All right, Haxer, I will answer your question, and then I will wrap up stream. Sorry, I'm just laughing because I see Murag say I got unstuck. Grats. And thank you, Les, for saying so. I appreciate everyone who's watching. Reminder too, if for whatever reason you're not subbed, please feel free to do so. If you are independently wealthy and have discretionary income to spend, or if you're at Oil Prince, you can use super chats. So back to Haxer's question, what are your thoughts on... I forget what SOD stands for now. Season of Darkness? I feel like that's right. Anyway, it's the new stuff that...
Discovery.
Season of Discovery? So that's the classic plus, quote-unquote, stuff they're coming out with? All right. Well, let me leave you with this, because I actually did answer this question somewhere else today. I will have a quote. Hold on. Can I copy this? Copy image. I go over here. Hold on, I got a whole stream up set up for this. It's gonna be beautiful. Just wait. Keep canvas size. All right. Sorry for the long lead up. It was worth it though. Trust me. All right. We don't need to look at the changelog right now. We want to look at this. And we'll go over here. Blub what? Longtime viewer of Vrogreg's content asked, sad we can't have the news or cover the season of Discovery news, worlds apart. I said, I want more than a world between me and whatever pathetic excuse for a game Blizzard manages to vomit out on the back of all the burned goodwill from their community. I'll hate watch it from afar. Haxer, I hope that answers your question. I put no stock in it, in what they are putting out. I think it is made in the least good faith possible. It seems like an undercooked version of what's already available on many other private servers. And I feel bad for the people in the classic community that want something like Turtle WoW, like Ascension, like a lot of the other private servers, and just either aren't aware or aren't willing to play on them for getting so taken advantage of, and in general having a worse experience. The fact that I can make a GM ticket and have a GM answer it with a largely volunteer team, or I mean, we're not going to say like it's anybody's real full-time job, except for maybe people at the highest level of management, right? Like the fact that the Turtle team can give us the customer experience that we want from Blizzard, and Blizzard is part of now Microsoft, it drives me crazy. And that's why I see Blizzard in a very uncharitable light. Not even bringing up the Blitzchung stuff, not even bringing up the abuse allegations and or convictions. Not even going to bring that up. Just from a simple point of view of how does Blizzard value my time versus how does Turtle WoW value my time. Just that alone makes me not interested. I think some of the ideas they have are still half-baked and rushed, and I hope the execution of it goes well. And I hope players still have fun. I do want to be clear. I never hate the players. I only hate these really greedy corporate companies. I hope players can have fun doing whatever they can have fun with. Like, please do. That's good. But the other stuff, like, it's crazy what a billion-dollar company can not do and what teams like Turtle WoW can do. You know? And that I think that says it all. But hopefully it answers your question, Haxer. I'm sorry, I got quite verbose on that one. I kind of went on one. Yeah. Exactly. This is a passion project, Gorka. That's exactly what it is. And that's why you'll see me go to bat for the Turtle team more often than not. It's because I understand where they're coming from. I've talked to a lot of the team members. I understand their reasoning. And they, much like when you're in a math class and you have to show your work, Turtle WoW has showed their work. Like, obviously there's things that they need to keep private, like their actual client code, stuff like that. That's fine. But when I said, hey, back with like the Teddy Fear thing, like, hey, this is sketchy. What's going on? Acolyte showed me their work. I'm like, okay. Like, I believe you. I see the documents. You know, when I have questions about messed up things, even if the decision they come to is one that I don't even agree with, they're willing to talk. They're willing to, like, listen. Yeah, their communication skills at times aren't great. We saw the brainwashing device thing happen. Oh well, you know what? They bungled that one. They said as much. And they still listened to player feedback on the matter. That's important to remember as well. They don't have to. They don't have to listen to anything we say. But they do. They respect our time. And that alone puts them in the top tier, you know? So, of course, I'm biased, you know, like, because I like Turtle WoW, I'm going to say good things about Turtle WoW. But I am always willing to be negative if they act, you know, silly. I definitely said my piece about the brainwashing device. But, you know, I don't need to beat that dead horse. And I'm sure someone like Haxer, who I think maybe possibly does development stuff, probably got a headache about it too. So, yeah. Les, I think Children's Week happens all the time. Not positive, but I'm pretty sure. Murug knows. Children's Week?
Yeah, you can only repeat it once a year, though.
Oh, okay. So what I'm being told is you can do it whenever, but you can only do it once a year. If that answers your question. But sorry, everyone. I did tell Murog the villain, the cruel mistress who does things like feed me and like remind me of things like, hey, like you left your car running, like stuff like that. The villain. You know, she needs to be able to speak a little louder and to other people, and it wouldn't be a good viewing experience. Curry, you are worthy, because here's the thing. I'm not special. I'm a loudmouth who knows how to do video editing. That's my skill. Okay? Anyone in the community can do great things. Like, I'm not even kidding. Anybody. All you have to do is just participate, contribute, and collaborate. That's all it takes. And you can just add more to the community than you take. When you start doing that, you get a turtle wow. That's what happens. I appreciate you saying that, Curry. Yeah, and Hack. Sorry, my cat's being bad. Murug's getting mad at him. Haxer brings up a good point. I always watch your videos to keep up with what's happening in the community. You are really doing great on that. Exactly. Part of why I make the videos is to not just say like, hey, players, here's what's going on, but also to like be a vector for the people on the other side, on the team, to be like, hey, here's stuff you've been doing. This is roughly how players are interacting with it or understanding it, you know, and that's important as well. So I'm glad you watch. I have to say, I was yesterday when I put up my broadcast, it was such a trip to post. I posted in the place where the Turtle Wow radio team is. Like, hey, like, you know, new broadcast is up. And then Torta responded, yeah, I'm already watching it. I can't tell you what a trip that is. Because I have a lot of respect for the team, and it's just crazy that they all like my stuff. It's so derpy. Anyway, that's enough sweetness for one day. I don't want to get too emotional. It's a Wednesday. It's hump day. We're almost to the weekend, guys. I can see the end of the tunnel. Yes. If you like the stream, share it. If you're not subscribed. If you're an oil prince, give me $1 million. Same messaging I've always had, guys. I will definitely be streaming on Saturday. Don't know if I'll get any more other sneaky things in, but probably not. I have to do some writing for a Pathfinder campaign, so I need to get on that, but I will be leaving you for now. I appreciate all the support everyone in chat's been giving me. It means a lot. Sometimes it also recharges my batteries too. Sometimes it can get stressful and kind of annoying, so I appreciate that. Lizzie Babs, I wish you were an oil prince as well. Or princess. I mean, honestly, gender isn't what matters to me. It's just how much money you have. Yeah. So I will cede the floor for, Murug to exist like a normal human in her own domicile and talk to her friends. Thank you, everyone who's watched. We had a good time. I'm glad I could do a little surprise stream to let some of those not normal time zones come and hang out, as I get a lot of comments about that. If you missed it, early part of the stream, I did my changelog review, just went over it, but it's full of fro-grag diatribes, so, view with caution. So, next time you see me live is Saturday. Everybody, take care of yourself. Remember to have fun in the game, too. That's why you're playing a game. Have fun. And as always, remember, the deadliest weapon is knowledge. Oh, my mic's still on. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone. I messed it up.